We are in aspect 2 of Desjardins chapter 2 of the Introduction to Business Ethics, and there are two things we'll address here. One, the importance of giving reasons in ethics, and two, the weakness and rejection of moral relativism. Moral relativism is just not relevant for our purposes in talking about business ethics. All right, but let's go into it in more detail. Desjardins has used his observations about the moral discussions of bonuses and salaries to deepen our understanding about moral thinking. He makes the following 2 points. One, moral discussions involve the giving of reasons. It is a very weak moral argument to support what one does by refusing to give reasons, such as supporting actions with, that is just how I feel, or that is just what we do because we can. Those are really not arguments at all. And those really aren't reasons at all. They're just stating how one feels. So, what then are reasons? Moral reasons, this is the second point from Desjardins. Moral reasons appeal to consequences, principle, and character. We will remember that these appeals to consequences, principles, and character must also align with moral values that have to do with furthering fundamental human purposes and impartiality, right? Consequences, principles, and character was the discussion of um, bonuses while bailouts were taking place. And it was also used in the discussion of excessively high salaries. And furthering of fundamental human purposes and impartiality is what we learned morality is about from chapter 1. So, two aspects of what makes for a strong moral argument. One must give reasons. Two, those reasons have to do with consequences, principles, and character. And there should be a gearing toward furthering of fundamental human purposes impartially in the discussion of consequences, principles, and character. Let's now tackle the problem of ethical relativism. To complete a general introduction to morality, we must tackle the problem of ethical relativism. That is a position that denies that there is such a thing as a better and worse moral decisions, since people frequently do not agree on what is moral. Fair enough. People don't agree on what is moral frequently enough. But that doesn't mean that everyone's opinion has the same worth. It doesn't mean that there are no criteria according to which we can adjudicate which opinions are better and which are worse, who has the stronger arguments and who has the weaker arguments. Fisher then responds that while there may be more than one answer as to what is morally right and what is morally wrong, the arguments that give reasons appealing to consequences, principles, and character are better and stronger than arguments that refuse to give reasons and are in the mode of that's just how I feel. And once one states the reasons in support of their conclusions, we can critically examine those reasons. Do they actually support the conclusions that one offers? Do they make strong appeals to principles, consequences, and character or not? Thus, we can have moral discussion and think about the best moral solutions and continue to learn in this process, as we will see throughout the rest of our class.